Hey Body Geeks, today's Magic Circle workout is a tutorial on the exercise of the day, the control balance. This is an advanced exercise, so if you'd like to just work through the preparatory exercises that I'm going to demonstrate, that would be a great start to building your way up to the excitement that is the buns and belly of, and the stretch of the control balance. So you're going to start with the magic circle at your chest and your hands around the circle, knees bent. You're going to shape your back around the magic circle without compressing it. Exhale to roll back, and then inhale to come up. And when we come up right today, go all the way up to straight as opposed to finishing the roll up like we usually do with a rounded spine. Exhale to roll back. Inhale to come up. And what I'm looking for is that you can keep your feet firmly planted on the ground without lifting or splaying your knees or rocking your pelvis to your sits bones, so that the push of your feet into the floor equals a rocking back of your pelvis. I am squeezing the ring just a tiny bit so that I can have my arms in more of a hug position like we see on the reformer. Let's do 2 more of those. Just to get the feeling of rocking on your pelvis, which you're going to have to do when you take your bottom over your seat anyway. Okay, next preparatory exercise, kind of like the tree. 1 foot goes in the ring, stay back on your balance point, inhale to stretch, exhale to bend. So you might recognize this from any time you do the tree on, let's say, the Cadillac or the reformer or even the ladder barrel, where you're holding the back of your thigh and you're bending and straightening. This version is great for those of you who feel like you're a little more restricted in your hamstring. I do want you to avoid misshaping the ring, so keep it its original shape as a circle. So it's just guiding your leg. It's not holding the weight of your leg in the air. Now hold your leg in the air, pick up the other foot, balance for a moment in like a teaser so that you can place the other leg down. You still haven't moved on your pelvis. You're still working to sit upright. Now bend and straighten that leg. And remember, in Pilates, we're always trying to find the balance in the two-way stretch. So if I go too far with this leg and it causes me to drop, that's too far. You've lost the lift. So you're only going to straighten this leg as much as you can keep the upper body portion of your two-way stretch. Let's do 3 more of those. And then leave your leg straight. Once again, pull that leg back up. We're going for a ride. So you can either bend your knees and hold on like rolling like a ball, or you can keep your legs straight like we do in the open leg rocker. So here's the rolling like a ball version, where you just stand on the ring and rock yourself. Woo, gives me a lot of power. I didn't need as much to lift. When I'm talking, I get really excited. Let's do 2 more like that. This would be the version of your open leg rocker. So I'm trying to stay in that same position. Oh, too much. As I come up. Inhale. Exhale. So you could see when my pelvis went too far forward, it was because I lost my connection to that lift we were talking about. And last one. Now bend your knees and hold the ring in between your hands so that the heel of your hand is on the magic circle pads, and then wrap your fingers and your thumbs around. On your exhale, roll all the way down, reach the ring over your head, and then pull it wide. And when I say pull it wide, I mean kind of like you were prepping for a shave. Start to pull the ring with your back muscles without actually bending your elbows. That's exciting. Let's actually do that. Sit up in a cross-legged position or wherever you feel like you can be tall. Raise the ring like a halo and then pull your elbows wide. I just realized that there's a really strong and important connection of your shoulder blades to the mat when you do the control balance. So this is a great preparatory exercise for that. When you're on the floor on your back for the control balance, this is that position. There's your shave right there. Eventually you'll be grabbing your leg, although you're not going to do that yet. So pulling the elbows wide and releasing. Now take note, I'm not pulling so much that it puts space between the heel of my hand and the ring. I'm going to keep that connection. Let's do about 5 more shaves. And then when I reach the ring up, I'm still thinking of pulling it wide. And you can see that my shoulder blades move a little bit. I'm not trying to drag them down my back and stick them in my back pocket. I'm just keeping my elbow width feeling And that just keeps my shoulders down away from my ears. Great. Okay, keep your halo over your head. Now, reach it forward. Keep that same wide elbow feeling and then roll all the way down. Now you can place the ring on the floor over your head. Give it a good little press. Lengthen one leg out and lengthen one leg up. Pull both knees into your chest at the same time. Switch your legs. Pull your knees into the chest at the same time. Switch your legs. So there's this thing we do in the control balance where you got one leg up and one leg down. And what I'd like you to sense here is that as you go to that long place with your two legs trying to go straight, that it doesn't pull your pelvis around with it. So I have to really shore up my center, use the ring on the floor, and use my deep belly to keep my legs from dragging my pelvis all over. And if you can't quite straighten this top leg, or if it needs to be out here, great. This is a great place to work. My range of flexibility just happens to be here. You work wherever your range is. In fact, my instructor probably might lower my leg. My teacher would probably be like, "Don't pull your leg up so high." Yeah, I know. We all have our places, our edges that we're working. Push your edges, but stay within your boundaries. Push your edges, stay within your boundaries. And then every once in a while you can explode kind of past your boundary and go, "Yep, that wasn't it." It's always nice to know where you're not yet. Let's go one more time. And then you can bring your feet down to the floor, extend your legs long, do your first straight leg roll up of this workout. Keep pulling your elbows wide, keep that wide shoulder feeling, but squeeze your legs together. Inhale, lift your upper body. Exhale, finish your roll up. Reach way forward as far as you can. All right, here we go. So, toes both on the ring. Drag your legs in toward you. This becomes now the control balance. So if you'd like to watch a couple times, that would be great. See if you're ready for this exercise, if you've seen it before, or you can just follow along with me. Let's go extend the legs. We're gonna rock back like we do a V-rocker and land on our shoulder blades. Think of that shaving position as you reach your elbows wide and connect your shoulder blades to the mat. I'm not trying to come way up on my neck. I'm staying down on my thoracic spine. If this is good for you, stay here, try to get that shaving feeling of opening your elbows, and then rock yourself right back up into a teaser. Maybe this is where you are today. You keep working on that, and I'm going to demonstrate it facing with my back to the camera. So what you should be able to see as I come down is that I'm immediately trying to open my elbows and get my scapula on the ground so that I have this shaving connection. Then keep that shaving connection and come back up. I'll show that not on the floor. So here I have my arms on my ring. As I drop back toward the floor, I'm feeling this action of the elbows pulling back. Stick with that, or you can move on with me into the full expression of the control balance with the ring. So now you've straightened your legs, you rock back, find your support. Now push into the ring like you're trying to reach it away from you toward your head. Raise the other leg in the air, and then bring that leg down. Find the ring with that toe, that set of toes, and then push the other leg up. Now I'm going to stop talking so that what I can fight for is to stay on this same place on my thoracic spine. I'll show you what I don't want. Pressing up to my neck in order to give my leg in the air. I'm going to try to stay on that same balance point. And you can see how I do. And the higher I lift my leg and the more I try to stay on my balance point, the more I'm going to feel my stomach. Then when I'm ready to come up, 2 feet on the ring, keep your shaving feeling with your elbows wide so you're not malforming the ring. Then here you go, grand finale. Lift your ring, and you're done. How'd you do? Let me know in the comments section, and I'll see you tomorrow for our last March Madness Magic Circle workout.